Hey there, my fellow homesteaders, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, Episode 15, Full Farm. Wait, why do I... Oh, this is peat. I was like, why do I have peat blocks on me? Did I bring these from home? No, I was just randomly digging out peat. I feel like I might be a little too focused on picking berries at the moment, wasting precious time berry picking. An ore vessel. It gave me black coal. Oh, thanks, Santa. I always wanted some black coal. Fangface, thanks for the bits. And you were told watching too much TV as a kid would make your head squared. What happened to the character? Well, I got a pretty square head. Bald and pretty square. So, yep. Can confirm. I would like to get out to one of these traders and actually find out what kind of trader they are. Because I very much think that I'll be in a situation where I need borax and lime or salt or something like that to be able to progress in the game. So marking down traders that offers me that. And then also there's a treasure hunter trader that is important for different reasons. Not one that is relevant to me anytime soon, but like could be relevant at some point. Again, no spoilers. I'm not spoiling. Oh, the bits wasn't you, it was Chief Dog. Yes, you resub Fangface, and Chief Dog, thank you for the bits. So happy you can catch a stream. You've been obsessed with the game? Yeah, my pleasure. And also, it's one of those things, like, if you ever have questions about the game, absolutely feel free to join the Discord and, like, just ping me with questions. And if I can't answer them, maybe someone else can. Building up a knowledge base. I have not heard anything that even remotely sounds like buzzing, bee-wise. On the other hand, I haven't really been in forests. Call me a coward, I guess. But if I wanted seeds, I have a lot of that. I'm sort of tempted to see about the weight of these ewes. Low. The chunkier they are, the more like... Oh, that's a decent weight. Oh, good. Good first throw. Because they're going to ram me. But getting animal fats serves a whole bunch of different purposes in this game, so... Getting a source of that would be really nice. Oh! Don't kill me, Bo! There we go. Not the most elegant, but hey, you know, it will do. Okay, I got an animal fat. So I am going to immediately process the large hide I got off of it into an oiled hide. And it will cure in my inventory. I also got 14 meat and my protein is low. So I want to pick up this meat, but I don't know what I want to drop for it. Maybe just 5 black currants. And then I also kind of want bone. Shucks. Stop chewing yourself, dude. Driving me crazy, man. Here, I will go unarmed Here, I'll use my pick. Nope, I shouldn't use my pick. That's not how picks work. All right. Spear. Sorry I threw you away. I'm coming back to get you. Oh, no, there's flax. Never mind. My extra inventory slot's going to be for flax now. Weird flax, but okay. Is that really just one thing of flax? And normally they come in clusters. Okay. How close am I to the trader? You know, I'm not that far. So knowing that oh, game kind of chunked. Knowing that I basically have no more room, I'm just going to like run over to the trader, figure out what they are, and then run home. The 2 turnips in the hotbar? How about I just eat them? There. I had space for one of them. The beautiful thing is, like, once I have a farm that's fully planted with enough spare seeds to rotate my crops, like, I probably don't need to go seed hunting the way I am currently, unless I'm looking for pumpkins or cabbage or seeds that are not in my native biome that would be considered rare. Lugs Trader. All right. Let's rename this. Oops. Oh my god. Lux. Cool. So, here's what he's got. He's got, like, fancy stuff. A sword, a broken helmet, some carpets, some glass. He's looking to buy some gemstones, some paintings, clothing, etc. Is there a way to increase your inventory size on your person? Yes. Right now, I have 4 hand baskets, which are like the crappiest inventory increase, but I could work towards that. That mostly would require me doing proper leatherworking, though. And I don't have the materials for that. I'm sort of looking for the materials for that, which would be borax or lime. I could start collecting seashells by the seashore as if I'm Sally? Is it Sally? She. No, it's just she. She. If, to do a lime wash. But the way leatherworking works is, well, it's rather complicated to explain if I'm not, like, doing it. But essentially, you take your hide. You take your hide from an animal, put it into a bucket that's either a borax or lime solution, close the barrel, leave it there, and then a few days later, once it's been lime washed, you scrape it away. You scrape, like, the guts, essentially, off of the lime washed hide. And then you put it into a weak tannin solution and wait again. And then put it into a strong tannin solution and wait again. It's a very long process. So it starts off with lime or borax washing your stuff, and I don't have lime or borax. Maybe at some point. Oh, you know what? I just realized this other trader. What time is it in game? Yeah, this other trader is not. It's not in the cards for me to get out there today. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the treats for Yoda. Actually, I wasn't even redeemed recently. Ooh, let's not walk that way. They'll headbutt me and I'll die. But there's other hand containers too. The other one that comes to mind is the linen bag, but like it's kind of insane to make that, only because flax is so precious for windmills that using your flax to make anything but windmill sails is like probably a bad idea. until you have windmill cells. We got a 9% copper. Okay, let's mark that down. I'm not even bothering to write down minuscule amounts. If it's minuscule, it's not something that's going to be found. Oh, Channel Point says I have no treats for him. Then it's just on cooldown. There's a cooldown for certain Channel Point redemptions, specifically like for treats, so that people can't overfeed him. I don't want him feeling sick from eating too many peanuts. Same with like hydrate. You know, I'm not gonna chug my coffee because it's redeemed 15 times in a minute. No thanks. I'd rather enjoy it. Oh, speaking of which, cheers. Any veteran streamer will tell you, oh, found more copper. If you have no cooldowns on redemptions, you're opening yourself up to be trolled. I think it was just the one nugget. These bunnies look a little stuck, so... I mean, I might as well, right? I might get fat off of them. I don't really care about anything but fat. Oh, got some meat. The other bunnies were smarter and ran away. There is a relatively easy way to bunny hunt, which is to build a pit where, like, let's say you have like a trough of food on a pillar in the middle of a pit. The bunnies will be attracted to the trough of food and fall into the pit, and then not be able to get out of the pit because they're bunnies and they can't hop very high. So, if you're trying to easily gain a source of meat with very, very little effort, you can just make a bunny pit. I mean, if you want to be really lazy, you can even set it up where, like, on one end of the bunny pit, you've got, you know, like a forge fire or something, and just cook the bunnies while... I shouldn't have laughed like that. Give me something to eat. Let's do these berries. Actually, I'll just eat raw flax grain. Flax grain is not particularly nutritious for the player. It's better as animal fodder. But because I don't have any animals to feed, I might as well just eat it myself. I fully realize that having offhand things makes me hungrier, but, like, I don't have space, and I have a lot of food, so... Yeah, let's just get home. My inventory's full again. When you used to stream, your friends would drown you in hydrates? Yeah, like, when I started off, most of the time people were reasonable at it, but then I, you know... Why just hope that everyone has your best interest in mind? Just set up your channel point redemption so you can't be trolled. It's a wee bit safer. Oh, here's an easy prospect. So I'm just opportunistically density searching whenever I see, like, open stone. Might as well. Because you never know. One of these times I might find, like, very high cassiterite. 13 copper. Oh, there's a little bit of iron. There's a little bit of hematite here. I'll mark it down because it's possible that there's... The way iron forms in this game is they form in pretty tight discs, like donuts. Well, not donuts, because that... Like a Frisbee. So if you find any hematite... If you prospect any hematite... There's a pretty fair chance that there's actually a pretty high volume amount of hematite somewhere nearby, or magnetite, or limonite, whatever the iron might be, because there's 3 types of iron. So it's useful, even though my pro pick put this at like 0.3. Well, what was it? Yeah, 0.3 It's a useful piece of information that indicates that there might be better hematite nearby. So 13% Cu, 1% bismuth, and 0.3%. I'm just going to call it Fe for iron. Iron is ferrous, right? So limonite, hematite, and magnetite will all just be Fe, because functionally they're the same. Yeah, seems like a worthwhile location because it has pretty decent yields of a bunch of different metals. So even if I don't end up finding iron, I might find bismuth for copper, or find just a giant copper vein. Because copper is one of those things like with the trunks that I made, right? Nails and stripping and that kind of junk. Like, oh, I'm going the wrong way. All the sort of construction metals. So if I wanted to make lanterns, I might as well just make them out of a plentiful metal like copper. You know, it doesn't make sense to make a lantern out of bronze. Why make it expensive when you can make it cheap? And copper is the cheapest metal in this game, or the most abundant metal in this game. So getting boatloads of copper is nice because then you can just have disposable, you know, tools and things like that. Oh, this is literally where I just pro-picked. I ran in one big circle because I got a little bird brain. Gets distracted easily while I talk. Rabbits can be good food. Hold on one sec. There's two types of meat in this game. There's bushmeat, and then there is red meat. And bushmeat can't be used in recipes. It can really only be cooked or brined. Whereas red meat you can make into stews and the like for a lot more satiety. So sometimes bunnies will give you bushmeat. Sometimes they'll give you red meat. But if they give you red meat, it was worth the time. The thing is, like, if you just bunny trap, it's very low effort to get just a bunch of free bunnies. So, like, it's one of those you might as well set up a bunny pit if you're having any sort of difficulty fulfilling your protein needs. A bunny pit takes, like, a half an in-game day to set up. You throw some grass in, like, a wooden trough. You dig a little pit around it so the bunnies jump in, can't jump out. And you have a renewable source of protein. With that said, bunny pits are pretty much going to be mostly useful in milder seasons. So unless you live in the tropics, if you live in the tropics, you don't really have to worry about winter and the preparation it takes for winter. But if you live in the, like where I live, I think I'm roughly 47 degrees north latitude-wise, which puts me at like Ireland or Maine or something like that. In the winter, animals won't be plump, and therefore you can't rely upon hunting as much to fulfill your protein needs in the winter. So you can either salt meat in preparation for the winter, or raise animals so that you can slaughter them in the winter. So I already marked you down. You're another Lux trader. Yep. Can you breed rabbits and domesticate them? No. You can trap rabbits. You can breed boars and rams. Or sheep. And I think that's it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a little fuzzy about that, but I think it's just those two. And you can buy wolf pups from traders, but as soon as they mature, they are wild again. They can't be domesticated. Oh, and chickens. Yeah, sorry. Duh. Yeah, and chickens. Oh, the other thing is Dirt Home is not going to be pinned anymore, and then this is going to be the Isthmus base. I was going to the wrong home marker because I'm an idiot. So you got another priority vote up top of what you want me to work on. I got a bunch of grain and fruits. And I think I might start to intentionally rot some of this fruit so that I can use it as fertilizer sooner than later. Also seems like getting another storage vessel might not be a terrible idea because I got very little room. All right, let's do some super hearty food, shall we? Red meat stew with boiled cranberries and... Is there a vegetable I have a lot of? Ooh, 6 liters of rot. It's going up. No, that's not a valid recipe. I'll just do that. Good enough. All right. Like I said, I am going to intentionally rot my berries. They're taking up a whole lot of space in here, which, because they don't keep for very long, it's kind of a waste. And I'll just stick the berries that I have in the chest so that I can sooner have rot to be able to make into compost. So I'll just keep one stack of berries in there to fulfill my fruit needs, but the rest of them I don't need to keep. And this would even rot faster if it was like exposed outdoors. I guess that would be one reason to have a reed basket, so that I could just leave the reed basket outside, like actually outside, and intentionally rot them. Got a lot of onions and flaxseed. Let me grab that too. Where'd my flax seeds go? Turnip, carrot. Yeah, at some point I need to do, proper organization. I get that. And it seems like you are maybe voting on that. Nope. Failed my own parkour. Oh god, it's actually not super easy to do. Yeah, I think a trapdoor or a ladder. Can bunnies climb ladders? I forget. Or a water slide. Trapdoor is probably the easiest. Oh, yeah, here's my flax seeds. So flax takes priority. So I believe, I know it's dark, but I believe I have a completely sown farm field. Okay, home improvement. What home improvement? Organize, add storage, build a proper cellar, build a bunny trap or other, add another farm, or viewer suggestions. Give you 2.5 minutes to vote on this. And if you do viewer suggestions, I'll just have you guys propose a thing to do. Now, let's get my stew going. Oops. And while you vote on that, I'm going to go grab those reed chests for a little bit of organization. There is not a lot of different types of farm seeds, so I can use the reed chest to store my farm seeds near the farm. And then there is also not a lot of... I don't have too many stacks of berries, and I can stick the berries outside. Make my life a little bit easier. Don't want to keep tripping on that. So I suppose now is a good as time as any to talk about what I envision for a base. I want a proper kitchen to do fermenting, distilling, juicing, cheese making, that kind of thing. So that will be one demand of a base. I want a leather working and possibly pit kiln room. I would also like a forge. I'm also looking for, farm areas and the like. So there's a bunch of different things that I'm looking to incorporate into the, permanent base design. So I mentioned that because I'm going to try to be laying everything out, for that, with that in mind, I guess. Here, let me put that down there. So right now I'm just going to grab all the seeds. Why did I even put that cobblestone back? I don't even know. Grab all the seeds I for the farm so I can organize my seeds and get them out of the inventory. And grab the berries as well. They are getting rotted on purpose. So here, stored food perish speed is greater than 1. They perish quicker stored outside in the heat than they do, even in my own inventory. So, and I'll put the basket at, that's not rot. Put the rot in the basket adjacent. Because once I have enough rot, I can start to compost it. So any other seeds here? The minimap is XYZ, and X is your Y coordinate is up and down, which is confusing. That took me a while to understand, because normally you think Z levels as your verticality, but in this case it's the Y is your verticality. So that might be your confusion, I think. Did I answer your question? I hope. Here's my spare seeds. And at some point, like, organizing your seeds into NP and K is a good idea, so that when you are trying to rotate your crops, it's easier. And while I'm already up here, I'll just do a little watering. So another useful thing is, because sleep is optional in this game, like, your character is not even human. They're a seraph angel. You don't really need to sleep. So because it's a home improvement project, might as well just work throughout the night. There's no disadvantage to it. Why being up is actually pretty standard in game engines? I guess. I mean, in like 3D modeling, it is, right? Because you get your X, Y, and Z axis. Because I used to do architectural modeling type stuff way back in the day. Yours truly was almost an architect. Can you believe it? I would have been the worst. So build a proper cellar. Got it. So here is what I envision as a permanent base design. So this wing here that I'm in is going to be like, maybe like pit kilns and leather. I want to build a cellar here with a kitchen where I'm standing here. So right where I am right now is going to be like the kitchen and the bedroom. So if we envision it, on the left wing, we have leatherworking and pit kilning. So clay and leather type stuff, because they require a decent amount of physical space. On the right, I would probably have a distillery, brewery, brining, pickling, cheesemaking, that kind of thing. In front, I'll have the cellar, and then in front, where I'm facing, I'll have stairs that go up to a forge, a smithy. Your smithy, you probably want to have closer to the sky, because mechanical power it uses wind, and you require axles for that. So if you have like a smithy deep underground, you're going to need a crazy vertical axle to bring all that mechanical power down to wherever your smithy is. And additionally, axles aren't embedded in blocks, so your smithy will never be enclosed without mods. Why that matters is in the winter, the game gets really cold, and rooms can be heated up, but not a smithy. Smithies can't be heated up because they're never enclosed. They're always open. So there's no point in having an enclosed smithy. So my smithy might as well just be open air smithy. There's no point in even having a roof on it, because it doesn't benefit from one. So that's sort of the design I got going on. So you guys want a proper cellar. I am going to go fetch my torches so I can actually illuminate the area around and work on that now. And I'll probably also make it so that I can get up here without, losing hair, because the crazy climb that I have to do constantly is ridiculous, and I acknowledge that. I think if I am doing a lot of stone, we'll just... For now, I'll use a shovel, but I might want like a metal shovel at some point. Just because flint breaks quick. And then I'll probably not want to use a bronze pick to get rid of this granite, because my bronze pick is the only thing that can get quartz at the moment. Quartz is a tier 3 material, which requires bronze or better. So it's one of those, it actually makes sense to have like a copper pick and a bronze pick. This is a long-winded way of saying I'm probably going to want to, in order to make a proper cellar, like actually forge better tools. So I'm going to put down 2 ingot molds. Actually, I already have a pick mold. So let's get a pick mold down. Find my crucible somewhere. So what I'll do is, I'll make a pick and I'll make a shovel. So I'm going to melt 40 copper. And the shovel will just be an ingot that I hammer out into the shovel, and then the pick, I can use the pick mold. And I in that ore, I found black coal. You know, I'll just use my charcoal. That has a slightly higher temperature, so I might not want to waste it. So I'll go shovel up some charcoal. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 17th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphim.